Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode of the coffee, the memes, the virus, and containing the virus here on Threshold.fm, where we have a spanking and, I must say, considerable a website now, a new website to help contain the virus and ensure that lobos all over the UK and beyond are able to tune in, listen back, and of course wank their stiffened pricks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes, 1 minute late, which, it could be worse. Let's not get carried away here, yeah? It's just setting bits and bobs up, getting stuff done. It's New Year, isn't it? It's coming here, fucking see what sort of mess I'm going to be greeted with. Fucking Side 20 and his cronies been down here spreading the virus, doing whatever they do, Side 20 is as Side 20 does. Just generally. I'm not going to pan the camera around, but things like the sofas just moved, sort of angled, like a bit. I don't like they've been fighting or something. Like 20's been wrestling. Welcome to Side 20's Wrestling Club. Today, I'll show you how to wrestle with your hands, and then your forehead, and then your feet, and then your spleen. Bildo, thanks, mate. That's a very decent of you. Peter Down may well be reporting live from the podcast later. Those of you unaware of the work of Peter Down, he's a reporter that reports for Ranking Radio, and largely critical of the show, largely critical of the comedic bits performed during the show, somewhat, critical of me and of my co-host, Jimmy P. Not to be confused with Jimmy B. Anyway, guys, it's the new year. It was kind of feeling a lot like last year. Gonna be honest with you. It's almost as if time is merely a construct of white patriarchy. Hey, am I right? I'll let you know I'm not wrong. This third lockdown, I mean, so much the same, really. It's all, we've got what, probably another 2.5 months, a bit more, of this bullshit, but this time with the rain and the cold and the sleet and the snow and the erectile dysfunction and the other things that plague many people's lives, not just me, and the desire to get, I don't know, get good with it, to actually be able to use it well and feel like I've done a good job here, I've satisfied someone, rather than just like, well, it's in for a bit, I've fallen out again. But I mean that metaphorically and literally, if anything, it's 2020 was a kind of disgraceful sexual performance. It had all the hopes and ambitions at the beginning. This time, this one's going to be my year. This shag is going to be the one where I really pull through, where, I cover just the right length of time, not too short, not too long. Too long, it's not as bad as too short, but it's not good. Yeah, come on. Many people will know this. Many people not, who listen to this show. Many people won't know what it's like to go on for too long in the bedroom. Nevertheless, 2020 is very much like making bad sex to an ugly woman. No, and just a lot of sort of chaos in the middle, and then a disappointing ending. I think we were expecting a lot more from the ending. Actual aliens literally walking about, Donald Trump's head on fire. All these things that we was kind of, building up to. Yeah. What did we get? A socially distanced hootenanny. It's... But then maybe that's what we should have expected, for a truly terrible year would actually not give you the entertainment of real visceral horror, but instead just the painful banality of Jules Holland, socially distanced. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. There's bits and bobs in the news today to get stuck into. A bit of Wuhan action with the Who. The Who are trying to perform in Wuhan, but I guess they can't get a visa or something. Oh, cool! Oh, this is a bit of fun. Viewers slam Greece as quote-unquote rapey, misogynistic, homophobic, and lacking diversity. When was Greece made? The 60s? The 70s? What are we doing here? 78. Okay, yeah. I mean, it probably is all of those things. It was the 1970s. Like, it was almost 50 years old. Fuck. No, almost 40 years old. Anyway, no, it is, what? Hold on, it's 42. Forget it. 43 years old. Anyway, guys, look, it's Coffee and Memes, I guess, which is the right one. I think it's this one.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes. I'm here on Threshold.fm. Do you think we will eventually move to a point where, you know, people are outraged by the Holocaust, but not for the, you know, not for the death toll, but for its lack of diversity? I can't. Sorry, I'm not coming into the new year in perhaps the way people would like. It is what it is. I will not say that again. I've said it twice. It's not something I would normally say, but you know why. It is what it is. The World Health Organization accuses China of not allowing experts into Wuhan. Wow. Shock. Imagine my surprise. Imagine my shock, my horror, my disbelief. Oh, but I thought it started at the wet market, and everybody knew that. Oh, what do you mean you want to come over and have a closer look? No. We told you what happened. Why would you want to come and investigate? I don't think there's any need for that. No. Why don't you stay at home, World Health Organization? You're supposed to be in our pocket. But no, the World Health Organization went to go and have a little look round. Maybe they got the Wuhan Institute of Virology 500 metres away from said wet market. Hey, what, the one with the terrible safety record? The one where they experiment with coronaviruses? No, let's not go there. No. No. Right, ban him off YouTube. Ban. Not to jump about a bit, but did we see Talk Radio? London's Talk Radio banned from YouTube. No explanation. The theory is it's because occasionally they have wacky folk on talking about Darona. You know, your Piers Corbyn's types. Who else they like to get on there as well? Old matey boy atheist's brother, Peter Hitchens, he's on there. Often, I mean, he's not that wacky. He just sort of hates the government, and fair play to him. But yeah, is there still a thing? Talk Radio, YouTube ban. Oh, come on, we're fine there now. Oh, what a surprise! YouTube. I fucking swear to God, I sent Jim a message about this yesterday. I said it will mysteriously just reappear. YouTube reverses decision to ban channel. YouTube Talk Radio. YouTube reverses decision to ban channel. I think Talk Radio is a lot of fun. I mean, I think Hartley Brewer's a lot of fun on the Last Ranking Radio podcast. I think I made a good comparison. I said that she's right-wing James O'Brien. I hate James O'Brien. He's very annoying. And Brewer, also quite irritating, but I infinitely prefer Brewer. YouTube has reinstated Talk Radio's channel on its platform hours after saying it had been terminated for breaking the tech firm's rules. Said broadcasters have posted material that contradicted expert advice about the coronavirus pandemic. Which experts? Hey? Because a lot of experts say different things. Which are the right experts? How'd you know you got the right ones? But it explained its U-turn, saying that it sometimes made exceptions to guidelines that state repeat offenders face a permanent ban. Talk Radio said it has yet to be given a full explanation of the affair. The decision to ban Talk Radio had appalled digital rights campaigners, with one group, Big Brother Watch, claiming it was evidence that big tech censorship is spiraling out of control. Don't wear the mask. The Google owned service has issued a brief statement explaining its actions. Who was it, do you think? Wazinski? Do you think she's actually commenting on it, or it's just like, I don't know, some low-level grunt? Talk Radio's YouTube channel is briefly suspending their link, but we've had a fucking look into it and we've given it back. Like, quickly remove flag content, it violates community guidelines and not talking about the COVID-19. Our content explicitly contradicts expert consensus from local health authorities and the WHO on that. But then it's confusing in that, because the WHO, they say they don't agree with lockdowns and that as a sort of method for controlling the virus and that, but we're all doing lockdowns and that, so anyone that's saying that, pro-lockdown is presumably, in contradiction of the World Health Organization. I can't keep up. It doesn't even make a lot of sense in that, but you don't want to get locked. Do you really want to spend it? It's not good, because you want to spend all your time in that, arguing about it on the internet with other fucking, twats like you and that, twats like me, and it's how we're spending our days now, or I don't know, really. I just want to go to a pub with my mates and that, it's a sorry state of affairs and that. 3 strikes. Hold on a second. We make exceptions for material posted with educational, documentary, scientific or artistic purposes as was deemed in this case. Doesn't make any sense at all. It literally doesn't make any sense. It's okay, you're not allowed to have stuff on YouTube about the COVID-19 that is in contradiction to the experts they've decided on, but they make exceptions for material posted with an educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic purpose. But surely all of it. Doesn't that cover everything? Presume if you're going to put information about a coronavirus, it would fall into one of those categories. Everything. Artistic purpose. That's right. Anything that isn't anything that isn't fact-based, and then you've got educational, documentary, scientific. That covers basically everything, doesn't it? Anyway, 3 strikes. YouTube has not published details of the offending posts, but independent fact-checkers I get started on this, because I don't necessarily have a position, but the term independent fact-checkers, who are these independent fact-checkers? Can I be an independent fact-checker? Surely anyone can be an independent fact-checker. Aren't we all independent fact-checkers? By just reading an article, you'll go, I'm just checking it, checking the facts. And YouTube operates a 3-strike policy. Hold on. But independent fact-checkers have repeatedly challenged some of the claims made by interviewees featured by the London-based radio station. Yeah, but you're going to have people on your show that are interesting to listen to. You can't go through and perform the scientific method on every single thing that it says. But you can just get people on. Some people are going to chat shit. Some people are not. That's just it's just the way that it works. It's called having a free press. Prohibited content includes medically unsubstantiated claims. When Hartley Brewer said that eating a man's ass cures COVID-19, that was deemed to be inaccurate. Oh, okay. Videos that contradicted expert consensus from local health authorities. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, sentence of dangerous precedent, censorship of free speech, blah, blah, blah. Talk Radio's got 424,000 listeners, according to the latest figures. So not much less than us. Channel on the platform. 2,400, 200 the virus. YouTube's action has meant that Talk Radio's website had featured articles. Talk Radio's website had featured articles featuring broken embedded links for most of the day, and that users had shared its clips would have been unable to view them. The US firm has previously imposed a ban against conspiracy theorist David Icke and a 1-week video suspension of right-wing outlet One America News Network. They're a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm bored of that now. Still can't log in. I just haven't bothered with it. But the Spotify, I haven't got around to sorting that out yet. And it's not really been a vibe. Do you know what I mean? So feel free to post YouTube links in the Discord, or I don't know. Can you post YouTube links in the YouTube chat, in the poo chat, and the doo-doo? Post doo-doo through letterbox of your lover to let them know you care. No, post things from me to play. Good records, Post shit records, and I'll cast a wry eye over them. I'll cast my judgmental scorn over the top of stuff. Does it seem reasonable? I don't know. Look, let's. What's been out? We played that Killbox bit. That was nice. I feel like there's been an Emperor bit recently. The Emperor. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Save Me. 1 month ago. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? Our resident e-girl, Mr. Merck, is in the chat, shaking it for tips. That's Emperor. It's called Saved Me. I guess he's written a song about a vaccine. I don't know. Guys, he's written a song about the MMR jab. Guys, listen. Man changes name to Celine Dion after having far too much to drink. Lovely stuff. Now we're in business. A few more bits. Also, Urban Outfitters forced to recall thousands of flammable candle holders. But what are they made out of? Fucking old Kappa trousers or something. Cunts. Bodybuilder who married sex doll says she broke just before Christmas. Well, listen, lockdown's been tough on us all. And in different ways. Chinese billionaire Jack Ma, known for having a very peculiar shaped head, appears to have gone missing. Wonder what's happened there? What do you mean missing? Is a billionaire? Billionaires don't just go missing. Was he said something that was upset someone, or just strange? Understand? Was he? Criticised the Chinese government, didn't they? Oopsie. Speculation is rising that Chinese billionaire Jack Ma has gone missing after failing to appear in public since October. The outspoken Ma is China's highest profile entrepreneur and founder of Alibaba, China's answer to Amazon. Ma has not appeared in public, in a public setting since a late October forum in Shanghai, where he blasted China's regulatory system in a speech that put him on a collision course with officials, resulting in the suspension of a $37 billion IPO of Alibaba's Ant Group fintech arm. Don't know what any of that means. Well, they suspended his IPO for some fintech. What, actual arm? Or was it just a... Financial Times reported on Friday that Ma was replaced as a judge in the final episode of November of a game show for entrepreneurs called "Would You Suck My Dick for Cash?" That's not what it's called. It's called Africa's Business Heroes. I quite like the sound. I quite like the sound of that as a game show, though. Come on, I mean, it's 2021. We're experimenting with new things. You know, sex work is, on the rise, out of necessity as well as choice. Welcome live to Would You Suck My Dick for Cash? Presented by me, Jack Ma, Chinese, but that's how he speaks, isn't it? Chinese billionaire Jack Ma. I invented Alibaba. You may have heard of it, China's answer to Amazon. Welcome, one and all, to Would You Suck My Dick for Cash? And then they just get different entrepreneurs that basically to see who is the most desperate to get startup cash for their company. And he starts with, okay, first round, 10 shiny dollars for to put my balls and my prick into your open mouth. No takers, and they gradually up it, until someone gets the fucking job done. And then they get the money, they get startup cash. They don't even have to pay it back. It's a grant. Jack Ma's just basically like, he ain't got time for a missus. He ain't got time for all the sort of hassle that goes with the dating life. What's he going to go on Tinder? He's a Chinese billionaire. Much easier to start a whole sort of nationwide game show. And, do his little bit to help out. He helps out a company, fucking gets his unit in a gob. Everyone's happy. You know what I mean? An Alibaba spokesperson told Reuters on Monday that the change was due to a scheduling conflict. And declining to further comment. And claiming that he is 100% not in a correctional camp. Being forced to sing commie songs every morning and then stitch H&M clothes. While news coverage of Ma's absence from public view triggered speculation on Twitter, which is blocked in China, it was not a significant trending topic on social media in mainland China, where sensitive topics are subject to censorship. Chinese regulators have zeroed in on Ma's big business since his October speech, including launching an antitrust probe into Alibaba and ordering Ant to shake up its lending and other consumer finance businesses, including the creation of a separate holding company to meet capital requirements. I think he's been told to lay low, said Duncan Clark, chairman of Beijing-based tech consultancy BDA China. This is a pretty unique situation, more linked to the sheer scale of Ant and the sensitivities over financial regulation, he said. Anyway, guys, there's a few other bits here. Pensioner accused of kidnapping and murdering 7-year-old dies before the trial ends. She is a true beast. Where's she from? She's from Russia, also known as the Granny Ripper. Let's get her up. How do we... what are we looking at here? She's a good times girl. She'll chop you up, she'll spit you out, she'll take you out for a night on the town. She'll bake you a pie, but you won't know why, and then you'll look down and you'll see one of your eyes in the pie. In the pie. Anyway, a pensioner charged with multiple grisly murders has died from Darona. Yeah, okay. It's convenient, isn't it? Before her trial had finished. Sofia Zhukova from Russia was reportedly known as the Granny Ripper due to the horrific series of murders she was accused of having committed. The OAP had been charged with killing 3 people, including a 7-year-old girl whose severed head was found in 2005. Jesus. The 81-year-old was also accused of having murdered a 52-year-old male janitor and a 77-year-old friend. However, she contracted the deadly virus. She contracted the hoax virus while she was in jail and died on 29th December. According to reports, before she died, police were still investigating whether 4 other unsolved murders were linked to her. Can we have some of the grisly details, please? Because I know they are out there. Where are we? During her trial, the court was shown videos of her using a fake axe to demonstrate to officers how she murdered her male victim. Okay, that sounds like a confession to me. Internal organs belonging to the janitor, Vasily Shayakovich, who was her tenant, were reportedly found in her fridge in 2019, though she denied she was a cannibal. Speaking about his death, she said, "Yeah, I killed the janitor, but he raped me. You know, what am I supposed to do? What do you think I should..." The issue was, what do you think I should have done? Chopped him up with an axe. Hey, come on. Hey, what's she supposed to do? Hey. During another hearing, Zhukova admitted to having kidnapped schoolgirl Anastasia, keeping her captive for 3 weeks. Yeah, okay, you don't quite have the same sort of level of excuse. I mean, you feel like you let the whole axe murder of the rapist, you could be convinced to let that one slide. Maybe let her off suspended sentence. Something like that. Yeah, 6-month community order. Schoolgirl, keeping her captive for 3 weeks. You're pushing it with this one. Soph, old Soph, the cannibal Soph, Granny Ripper. You hard to give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. The girl was later found close to her home with her head cut off. DNA belonging to her found in Zhukova's bathroom 14 years after the alleged murder. Wow, that hung around for a bit. Do you want to clean your fucking bathroom, mate? Zhukova's trial suffered some delays last year after she retracted her confessions regarding the murder of the young girl and an elderly woman whose body was never found. According to reports, the judge ordered that there be a change to her charge. However, she was still standing trial for the alleged murder of the people she did kill. They've scant on details here. I mean, she apparently was like... I was thinking about her in the mirror. That was where it was, wasn't it? I thought she was making pies or something out of people. I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah. Mates, right, here we go. Now we're in business. Granny Ripper, 81. Made snacks from the flesh of her victims. Dies of the Rona. Oh, fuck off, mirror. Yeah. More about these snacks. She was allegedly killed. Oh, wow. Okay. So, now we're getting a little bit more information here. Evidence against her included the fact that when she was arrested, they found human intestines in her fridge. The victims of the serial killer, Gran, dubbed the Russian Sweeney Todd, included an 8-year-old girl, another one, who reportedly annoyed the OAP by playing too noisily. She was allegedly killed after she cheekily threw ice cream at the OAP after being told to be quiet. Okay, so now we're delving into it a little bit more. We are finding that there are justifiable excuses for the slayings. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, listen, she's died of a hoax virus, so that's rough, isn't it? But, hey, you know, what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? You can't go around murdering school children all the time, even if they do throw ice cream at you. It is what it is. Right, let's play this. There's another bit here that I think Barbie Boy. I can't remember who. Someone has recommended. It was in the thing. Joseph Humphreys. Sorry, wrong Humphreys. Camo and Crooked. Turn up, in brackets, open parentheses, the music, close parentheses, open parentheses, Polar and Bryson remix. So I'll have a go on this. But, you know, it's on your head, Humphreys. Luke Gurdon says, is Coffee Meme still available on SoundCloud? No, it is not. It is available at all podcast outlets, normal podcast outfits, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever. And also on the Threshold.fm app, on the Threshold.fm website. I mean, literally everywhere other than SoundCloud and Mixcloud, because they're both poor excuses for streaming platforms. Yeah, I actually stopped uploading them to SoundCloud because SoundCloud does actually limit the amount of stuff that you can upload every month, and I couldn't get it all up. I couldn't get it all, man! Sanderson says, Rankin, you need to remix Barbie Girl for 2021. Are you on drugs, Sanderson? Fine if you are, I'm just asking. And yeah, Sean Simpson, correct. Barbie is now gender non-conformist, so she could be gender queer, gender non-binary, just any kind of third gender, but it's all the same. Thanks for your kind words about my rig, Elliot Buckle. 2020 has truly driven me to distraction. I've become everything I hate. I've got AirPods. I've got a fucking vape. This year's going to be craft ales and an e-scooter. Yeah, thanks, Jukes McGee. Clearly not a real name. This is a nice bit. Camo and Crooked, Turn Up the Music, Polar and Bryson remix. Polar Bryson remix. Listen, guys, seen a lot of people in the YouTube chat. Don't start with me. Subfocus and Wilkinson. Jesus, unbelievable. A lot of people in the YouTube chat. Faces, names, I ain't so familiar with. So just, Coffee Memes, still a weekly thing. Plenty of other shows on Threshold.fm. The podcast is up everywhere. The YouTube is up. And we have a Discord, posting a link to the Discord there. If you like sort of like people really think the fucking world's going to end. Yeah. And memes to represent that accordingly. That Discord really will be the place for you. I'm telling you that now. Okay, look, there's other bits. How are we doing? 20 minutes left. Fine. Let's cover our bodybuilding sex doll shagging friend, who looks like jiu-jitsu player Kit Dale, but sadly is not Kit Dale. Bodybuilder who married sex doll says she broke just before Christmas. Well, she looks a bit like Whitney Cummings. A bodybuilder who married a sex doll has revealed she tragically broke just before Christmas. Yuri Tolokor from Kazakhstan is now waiting to see if his wife, called Margot, cute, can be repaired in time for Christmas, as he plans to, not literally, but metaphorically, destroy her on Christmas morning, which is celebrated in January the 7th in his country. Okay, all right. She is broken. Kazakhstan accent. I won't plan that out. It was just stick with Australians. Probably easier, isn't it? She's fucking broken, mate. Oh, she's got to get her repaired. It's a nightmare. And it's got fucking Rona everywhere, so it's hard to get parts and that. Can't take it down to a sex doll shop and get it fucking fixing that, mate. Because it's a virus. She's in another city. When she recovers, a big fucking gift for us, both of us, mate. It's a nightmare. It's a living hell. He did not explain how Margot had broken. Cycling, maybe, or a horse riding accident, possibly. She walked into a door. She's so clumsy. She's always doing that. Yeah. No, she just fell downstairs. So clumsy. Oh, yeah. Comes after Yuri married his fiancée, Margot, in late November, after a number of delays due to the coronavirus pandemic. Pictures posted to YouTube show... Pictures posted to Instagram show the sex doll dressed in a white lace gown, while Yuri wore a black tux for the ceremony in Kazakhstan. He posted a video that showed him putting a ring on Margot's finger, members of the wedding party dancing and celebrating the occasion. Yuri wrote as a caption, "It happened. To be continued." There's some more sort of sexy pics of them. In bed. She's wearing an eye mask. Don't know why she would need that. She can't see. Seems, he's a lot hairier in this one below. He's obviously had a bit of a clean up in the picture above. He looks a bit like that one porn star that's always in stuff. Porn, I mean. He's not in, like, EastEnders. The one, he looks like him. Sometimes he's a doctor. Sometimes he's a traffic warden. Sometimes he's a policeman. Sometimes he's a scientist. But he's always getting it done. This is him pushing her on a swing. Lovely. There's a little video here. According to local media reports, the union is legitimate because the only requirement for a wedding to take place in Kazakhstan is that you're both there. Oh no, so that they're both consenting parties, have to be male and female, problematic, and over 18 years old. Okay, so first few things here. One, she's not over 18 because unless she was built 18 years ago, which I'm guessing she wasn't, or she's merely built as a representation of someone over 18, can a inanimate object have a gender? And can an inanimate object consent? You know, these are the questions that... Look, forget about this virus. Forget about Iran. Forget about Donny T. We need to be having the important conversations. Can inanimate objects be gendered? And can they consent? You know, the objectum sexual community that has run roughshod over these moral issues for long enough. There's a woman who's married to a plane, a woman that sleeps with a candelabra. I do not believe these inanimate objects have consented, and until we can find a way to communicate with them, it needs to stop, and these people need to be in prison for rape. I think it's... Listen, this is going to be my hill to die on for 2020. I don't care about the lyrical content of Fairy Tale in New York. I do not care that Harry Styles wore a dress on the front cover of, what was it, Marie Claire, Vogue, who cares? I don't care about any of these things. I don't care about the coronavirus, about COVID-19. I don't even care about the masks. What I care about is whether or not inanimate objects can consent to sex. And if so, can we gender them to make sure it's not gay? The bodybuilder who identifies as pansexual describes himself as a blogger and a sexy maniac. Yeah, he's a sexy maniac is very different from a sex maniac. Really different. Like a sex maniac is a nightmare, but a sexy maniac, well, it's a different kind of nightmare, really. Sex maniac is just going to try and shag you all the time, but a sexy maniac might be trying to kill you, but is also really sexy. So it's a very, think Patrick Bateman, American Psycho. He's a sexy maniac, but he's also a sex maniac. So, okay, there's a lot going on here, guys. He told the Daily Star he can fall in love with a character, an image, a soul, just a person. I like the process of sex itself. And gender, sexual orientation, not particularly important here, he explains. Yeah, you say this, but you've got to, it has to be male and female to get married in Kazakhstan. You can't, I mean, I feel like, well, no, hold on, listen, yeah, it's not a legal marriage. I dispute this marriage. I do not recognise this marriage. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Does it just? It doesn't stipulate human. It just has to be like you can marry a goat if you want, just as long as it's not a fella. As long as it's not a male goat. Yeah. No, bestiality is fine unless it's gay. It's so it's like there's a lot going on with this. Discussing his sex life with Margot, Yuri added, our story turns me on so much more than sex itself. That's good. The couple started dating at the beginning of 2019 after they reportedly met in a nightclub. And he popped the question at the end of the year. You met in a nightclub, did you? Okay. Pictures have been posted on their respective Instagram accounts showing dinner dates, bubble baths, and holidays together. They even have a pet dog. Well, God bless them, man. God bless them. I hope they're happy. I hope they're safe and coronavirus free. I can't say much more than that. Let's have a look at these Urban Outfitters candle holders that go on fire. This is a good story. Harrison Jones of the Metro covers this one and racks up a whopping 23 shares. Wow. Hold on a second. This seems a lot more fun. Tory said A&E was full of fat mums in pot noodle stained leggings. But is he wrong? Very good. I cannot confirm or deny the claims. So far, the science is unable to show whether or not the stained leggings were, in fact, stains of the aforementioned pot noodle, or maybe other, say, could have been super noodles, or some other kind of boiling water based snack item. But in an effort to control the virus, we're asking all fat mums to please at least try and wear less stained leggings. A Conservative chairman, okay, he's not an MP, just generic Tory, okay. Conservative chairman has stood down after going on a rant against women and children. Fucking women and children do not get a hard enough time, in my opinion. We need more rants about women and children. They get to get off the boat first when it's sinking. Yeah, I'll save the women and kids. Yeah, I'm a hitman, but I don't do women and kids. Yeah, well, it's time to start. If we want true equality, yeah, then I want to see more Leon the Professional out there shooting 9-year-olds. Yeah. Anyway, in his New Year's Eve message, his New Year's Eve address, Gareth Baines suggested that A&E departments were full of fat mums in pot noodle stained leggings with their snot covered Asbo children. Hold on, let's read the actual tweet here. He says, and another thing, A&Es in Germany aren't full of fat mums in pot noodle stained leggings and PJs taking their kids for a day out at A&E to harvest Facebook likes because their darling little snot covered Asbo fell over. Wow, that is a beauty of a tweet. I will also let you in on the secret that actually A&Es in Germany are just like the A&Es in the UK. Believe me, I've been there. There really is no... I believe A&Es all over the world are almost identical. The smell of pot noodles pervades every single one of them. He also said that many parents were taking their children to hospital just so they could gain sympathetic likes on Facebook. Mr. Baines since apologised and stood down as chairman of the Clyde South Conservative Association. Pathetic. Cuck. He wrote, A&Es in Germany aren't full of fat... Yeah, we read all of that. Another post, he said, our NHS is treated as a sacred cow and cannot be criticised. Those arguing for reform are deemed to be Satan incarnate. Sure that's true. I'm sorry, but after spending most of my life working on the continent, NHS isn't the best in the world. It isn't one of the best in Europe. Pales in compared with systems like Germany and Norway. I will say that from my experience of the German healthcare system, it is better than the UK. But you got just as much normal tax to pay in Germany, and then you've got to pay health insurance. I mean, you can, if you've got toll, you can still go in and get stuff. But if you're a normal working person, you've got to pay a lot each month, like a few £100 each month. But the healthcare is absolutely spectacular. Like, you just go in, see a doctor, and they're like, all right, well, you need to see a specialist. Oh, you can go and see him at 4 o'clock. You can go and see him at 5. It's like, oh, you need an MRI. Come in this afternoon. We'll give you one. So there's no waiting list. It's very, very good. But they're very smug. So it sort of evens out. The healthcare workers in Germany are very smug, very condescending as well. One of them said I was overweight. I was, but you know what I mean. Hey, what are we doing here, guys? I'm in here completely... I had a bad ankle. Broke my ankle in Paris. And going in there and had that looked at. Because I lived in Berlin at the time. It's like, you need to fucking lose a few quid. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm in here, I didn't break the ankle because I'm fat. I broke the ankle because I fell over, drunk, dancing on stage, fucking playing dubstep. Anyway, Mr. Bain, who claims to have an honorary doctorate in business administration. Trying to envision Why would... Well done. You've done so well. We're giving you an honorary doctorate. Oh, wow. What am I a doctorate in? Business administration. Oh, bollocks. He has not quit his role as councillor representing Chirk Town Council, and later said his comments, right, context. Okay. I mean, yeah. Mr. Baines acted as an agent for blah, 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 blah. This is so boring now, isn't it? Well, I understood. 2% of the population got the Rona right now in the UK. That's a lot of fun, isn't it? Nicola Sturgeon tells Donald Trump to stay away from Scotland. Okay, yeah, you're hard, Jimmy Cranky. International arrivals will have to test negative before entering the UK. How has it taken you 9 months to do this? This is the biggest fucking scandal of it all. Like, that people have just been willy-nilly coming into the country or going on holiday and coming back No test, no nothing. No, just like, you should probably stay in for a couple of days. Not even temperature checking people. They're just fucking herding them in. It's truly insane. I know people, friends of mine, wankers, who've gone on holiday twice and are all pro-lockdown. It doesn't make any sense, so don't get me started. Look, let's play one more bit. Someone did, there was I mean, I can't fancy just playing that last bit again. Well, other suggestions were there. There was other people. Builder's been retracting messages. That's a good sign. Have a little look up through the virus. Wanker, stiffen prick. I don't know. Let's have a look and see what is the latest upload on Shut Up on UKF Drum and Bass. Shock One, follow me, Blanco remix. We'll give it a try, won't we?
Follow me.
I'm the Alpha, Omega, beginning, the end, a light in the darkness, salvation, condemn, follow me, I'll lead you, I'll show the way, surrender your soul, submit,
We
obey,
want your soul.
Your master, VR, AI, I'm smarter, I'm faster, I curate your life, follow me, resistance is futile, my friend, we're in this together, until the
We
bitter
want
end.
your soul.
TikTok, on YouTube, on Discord, on Twitch, get onto my platform, come on make the switch, follow me, to glory, on Insta, my story, follow me on everything, or you'll be fucking sorry, follow me, your master, VR, AI, I'm smarter, I'm faster, I curate your life, follow me, resistance is futile, my friend, we're in this together, until the bitter end, follow me. Follow me. Follow.
Yeah.
Your habits, your facts, your fears. Give us your address, your shoe size, your years, your digits, your plans, your number, your eyes, your schedule, your desktop, your details, your life. Show us your children, your photos, your home. Here, take credit, take insurance, take a loan.
Is that what we're doing now? We're just flagrantly ripping off old records. Like, it's not even like, it's like the same computerized voice, basically the same words. It's like, just do it like the a cappella for We Want Your Soul is out there. Just do a bootleg of it. Why don't you just rip off the whole... What's the point in that? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what are we doing here? There's a good Ed Russian Optical remix of this. In fact, is the Raiden remix a thing? There was one. Come on. Now we're in fucking business.
Passions, your gaps, your office, your time off, your sessions, your sex, your pills, your bath, your kids, your ass, your laughs, your balls. We want your soul.
Man, that's how we used to fucking do business back in the day. When would that have been? 2008, maybe? No, 2010. Around that sort of time. Yeah, that's We Want Your Soul, Adam Freeland, Raiden Remix. Don't really know what Shock One's doing with that last bit disappointing. Not angry, just disappointed. Thought you were better than that. Yeah, there we go. You know, anyway. Shame to end the show on a downer. But in other news, Hugh Downer is in the chat. All right, mate. Haven't seen you around for a bit. Hope you're happy, safe, and Rona-free. Guys, it's the end of the show now. I believe Jimmy Budd is up next, unless he's called in sick. I don't know whether or not anyone can confirm that. Head on over to good old threshold.fm. All the domains are working now. Just like to get in early. Awards for worst companies I've dealt with so far this year. Number one, 99 Designs tried to stiff me out of 300 quid. Do not use them. They are scum. 2, GoDaddy. Absolutely useless. Worst support I've ever dealt with. Genuinely, they knew less about what was going on than I did. And believe me, I don't know that much about anything, let alone anything of any value. So, there you go. Guys, this show is every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. on YouTube. The podcast is everywhere. John C. Bradley, you show up 2 minutes before the end, chewing gum, still got your jacket on. What the hell do you think's going on here, mate? This is absolutely pathetic. You see me afterwards. We have a serious word about this. 9 a.m. every Wednesday morning. There is plenty of joy on Threshold. Just go to threshold.fm. Download the Threshold app, iPhone, fucking Android. It's all out there. If you want to support us on Patreon, find threshold.fm on Patreon. And listen, yeah, you know, just because someone, you know, is happy to have your nuts in their mouth doesn't make them a good person or you. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Guys, I love you all. Jimmy Budd, I believe, is up next with his unique brand of Brendan Schaub appreciation. His Jimmy Budd's Brendan Schaub appreciation show for an hour of just pure distilled Schaub bants. Guys, there he is. There, he's been lurking. The Northern Weasel is back. Right, love you guys. I will see you next week. Well, I'll see everyone in the Discord. Follow the Discord. Rubik's, your boy, has just swung in at the end. I'll see you all next week. I love you. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.